Well, good Monday morning, everyone. Meteorologist Michael Wilhite here with Southern Indiana weather. It is Monday, June the 23rd, 2014, little after 6 a.m. Today's video update is sponsored by Metal Magic in Washington. You can give Chad a call at 698-8555 for all of your paintless dent repair needs and tell him Southern Indiana weather sent you. All right, clear skies out there for the most part right now. There's a few high, thin clouds out there, and we'll have a few more clouds in today. If we just take off the satellite here where you can see the radar, there's some showers up to our north. Not a whole lot going on right here. The main action is out to our west, but I do expect that we will start to see some of those showers pop up today. We are expecting a 40% chance of rain today is what I've went with. Let me put on the models here just to give you an idea of what we're going at. Let's take a look at the high-res NAM first, and this is just our you're looking at just future radar here from the high-res NAM model. And as I go through the day here, it'll be later in the afternoon before we start to see anything. Here we are. We'll start this. Let me back it up just a little bit so that we know we got a known time here. Here's what we're going to look like around noon today. And you can see by noon today, according to the high-res NAM, not a whole lot going on here, okay? And then as you go later into the day, you start to see a few storms popping up here. So here we are by about 8 o'clock tonight, and you start to see a few popping up. So if we back up here, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, you can see, again, most of the day, according to the high-res NAM, looks like it's going to be pretty good, and the showers start to come along in the evening time. Keep in mind, I'm going to show you another model here in a second that's going to contradict that, but I wanted to point out those times. We go through the overnight time frame. We've got some more storms potentially to deal with. Then as we go through the day tomorrow, you'll notice here we got some more potentially showers more than anything, according to the high-res NAM, popping up into the area. And it looks like there could be the potential for a nice little deluge by tomorrow, according to the high-res NAM. Let me take you into the HER model and just sort of give you an idea of where we're at with it. Okay, so here we are for the HER model. By noon, not a whole lot going on, all right? But watch here now. Excuse me, this is 8 a.m., 9 a.m., 10, 11. Here's noon, like I was telling you about. Not a whole lot going on here. Just a few spotty showers starting to pop up, but by 1, look how they explode. And then here's 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock finally, and that's as far as the model goes out. It's a short-term model. So you get the idea here that according to at least the HER model, which is the highest resolution model that we've had, very spotty showers and thunderstorms all over the area this afternoon. Now, I think the HER might be overdoing it a little bit. This past week, it has been in a very similar fashion, and it's been overdoing it. I think the NAM might be underplaying it a little bit. This past week, the NAM's been underplaying it. So if you sort of combine those two models for your percentages, what I've come up with is a 40% chance of rain today. So I think a lot of us will end up staying dry, but there will be a few of us that will get under some of these storms. And the water values are pretty heavy. It's muggy out there, so you know if you get underneath of one of these, and you've got the chance to have a good little bit of rain dumped on you, but it's certainly not a guarantee that anybody will get this today. Storm Prediction Center does have the infamous C text over our area, and all that means, if you hover over the probabilities, is that C text stands for their 5%. It's not a slight risk. You notice the slight starts out here at your 15% categories, but if you hover over here, that's where that's at. But they just denote C text to say, yeah, there's some other areas that could have an isolated strong storm, but we're not outlining it specifically categorically as a slight risk or better. And so they do have that 5% risk coming into our area for wind and for hail. But you notice the 5% risk is all we have. The slide again is out to our west. No tornado risk today at all. Just wind and hail being our primary threats today. So an isolated strong thunderstorm possible this afternoon, but it's certainly not going to be an organized severe weather event. Don't cancel any plans by any means. Just keep an eye to the sky, folks. It's possible this under this type of a setup, it's something where we could end up seeing a nice stronger thunderstorm with pretty vivid lightning and maybe even 40 or 50 mile per hour winds. Usually don't get a whole lot of severe weather out of this type of a setup. An isolated cell maybe, but not a whole lot to worry about today. All right, let's go to southernindianaweather.com, and we'll take a look at your 7-day forecast. 90 is what I'm forecasting today. Sun mixed with clouds. Now, it's mostly sunny right now, but by the time we go into the afternoon, we're going to start to see some of those clouds filter in a little bit more. It's another muggy day. Winds out of the southwest is continuing to pump that dew point continuing to pump that moisture in and keep our dew points high. 90 for your high today. Thunderstorms possible again. I went with a 40% chance, along with maybe an isolated stronger thunderstorm in the afternoon. But again, I think any stronger thunderstorms are going to be more isolated in nature. Down to a muggy 70 tonight. Then on Tuesday, a nice little refreshment here. Only a high of 83, but we've got rain to go with it. In fact, I'm giving it a 70% chance of rain. The way things look right now, it's looking pretty good. Looking like a pretty good bet that we're going to have some rain tomorrow, and I think that will hold our temperatures down. Cloudy to even mostly cloudy skies, 83 only for your high. 85 on Wednesday after that cold front has finally moved through. Partly cloudy with an isolated thunderstorm. And really, those isolated thunderstorms continue, those chances continue on through as far as the eye can see, really. You have to go till Sunday before you warm into the 90s again under mostly sunny skies, hot and humid again. But it looks like the rain will hold off that day. The rain, actually, I think I would give it, if I had to give it a chance, would be more like a 10% that day. I just went ahead and not even put it in there because I think it's going to be one of those days that will fizzle out. We'll see if that changes in the coming runs of the models, all right? So that's where we stand right now. We'll see what kind of thunderstorms pop up this afternoon. And, you know, we've always got a great future radar right here on our website that you can go to and check that out. I'm meteorologist Michael Wilhite with Southern Indiana Weather. Have a great day and stay safe.